It's fucking nice. Hey everyone, this is Steven.
And this is Troy.
You literally scared my dog by doing that. You,
Sorry.
for a pit bull, you're a pussy. But I love you regardless. Do you want a treat or something? Or are you coming to just... All right. I almost said this is no holds barred.
This is no holds barred.
I almost said the other one, which I can't even fucking remember anymore.
Unfiltered?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that
fucking thing. So we are actually... What? Did you want...
By the way, this podcast is 2 men, 1 mic.
Sooner or later with 1 cup. Take that for what you... Oh, look, there it is. So, today, instead of us being completely in, like, different houses and shit, we've fucking just spur of the moment decided to do it in the same room.
Yep, before the Rona decides we can't anymore.
No, it's not the Rona. It's Lord Herbert of Utah. Herbert of Utah.
Herbert, Hermit, whatever. I don't give a damn.
Kermit.
Lord Kermit.
That's some bullshit for real, but anyway.
Yeah, I guess from what I've been told, if the virus is still around in January, they're going to completely lock down Utah.
that's no. I saw something about that where it it's has to do with the Constitution or some shit like that. There's a law that I guess even if he says like you have to stay home, technically we could just go fuck you and not.
I mean, trying to find an officer in the state of Utah that's going to uphold that law.
So as long as Herbert decides to pay for my fucking truck payments, you know, I'm okay with it. If he wants to just fucking pay for everyone's bills, good for Lord Herbert of Utah.
I'm an essential employee. I'd have to work anyway.
As am I. Yay. Woohoo. Did the other computer just turn on?
Well, the other computer's doing something.
Wow, we're gonna go ghost hunting in this house afterwards. Hooray!
Hooray!
Speaking of which, Half-Ash said she wanted to go ghost hunting.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. She like messaged me on Snapchat. She goes, "Hey, you want to go ghost hunting sometime?" And I'm like, "Sure." I mean, all right. I mean, I'm okay with it.
It's one of those things where I'm excited to do it, but also someone in my bloodline decided, you know what?
The Jews.
It was someone. That stuff doesn't like me. So, hooray.
So I decided to do a little spirit box the other day just to see what the fuck has been going on since I have last done it. Needless to say, I only done it for a minute because something it didn't sound demonic, but it didn't sound nice either. Came through, and then like this whole like weird, I wouldn't say dark energy, but it didn't feel right energy kind of went through the whole house. So I was like, and I'm done. I light up an incense, then I'm calling myself good. I'm just gonna chill. That's the one fucking hippie thing about me. It's like that shit calms me. And then, kid you not, like 4 hours later, my dog got up from her bed, ran outside, and just stared towards like the living room for like a decent 5 minutes. Just, and I'm like, hey. And then, like, she went, I'm like, hold the fuck, you calm yourself, all bark, no bite. Like, no. And then she barked. And I'm like, okay, is anybody there? And got up, and no one was there. So, hooray.
Hooray, love that.
I really think Audacity picked that slurpage up, by the way. So, hold on, let's do a little test. I'm drinking out of a soda bottle. What the fuck am I thinking?
If you're going to slurp it, you got to just, get right in here.
Well, we just lost like 3 listeners right there. So, hooray. Now we're back to 1.
Hooray to the one that stuck around.
And it's not my mom.
So
So, my parents are in Hawaii for my mom's birthday, and my mom sent me a picture the other day at work, and it was my parents on the beach. They have masks on, and she said, "Sitting on the beach watching the sunset with no Mai Tais because the bars are closed."
All right.
And so I responded with a chicken wing in my mouth, saying, "Imagine being at work with a chicken wing in your mouth because you weren't invited to Hawaii." And my mom was like, "Chicken wing looks good though." I'm like, I responded with, "No, it really wasn't." But it's okay because we're going to Tennessee in March, so I guess it makes up for it, even though it's their 15th fucking time going to Hawaii.
I mean, other than when I was a CDL driver, I've never really traveled. Never been my shtick. As much as I love seeing other places, it's actually getting there where I'm like, fuck.
I don't necessarily love like waking up fucking early and then making sure you have everything packed and then going to the airport and going through all that bullshit and then they're like, "You're not on my fly list," and you're like, "What?" And that was fucking boomed. So, oops.
Sorry, yo. Headphone listeners.
I'm back on the fly list, so that was a huge misunderstanding. But I love to travel, like especially when we get there because it's obviously not Utah. And you're like, "This is so fucking cool." And then like when you go to fucking like Florida or South Carolina and you're reading the pamphlet and it's like, if you're in the fucking room with the sliding door, make sure it's locked at night because we have fucking alligators that like to go on the property. Spoiler alert, it was me on the fucking sliding glass door. Never saw one, but there was a turtle that chilled there for a number of days that we were there, and I got a photo of it somewhere named Frank. That's what I named it. And come to think about it, when I was last looking at the photos, he never really moved each day, so I think he was dead.
Oh, that's horrible, but kind of funny.
Yeah, because I was looking, I'm like, this doesn't look right.
But no, to just kind of put into perspective how little I've been out of Utah, you took me to, what was it? Mayhem and Mesquite.
Oh, fucking bad, dude.
And
the next time they come back, we gotta go.
Absolutely.
I gotta see more people beat the shit out of them.
But he bought me a beer.
Was that the one with the fat dude, like the heavyweights that punched the dude in the dick?
No.
Okay, that was the one before I took you. That one was funny. Because, like, he went for a low gut shot, and he went a little too low, and just...
Ooh.
And he, like, went... I rewatched that live stream just to see if, like, they could hear us yell yeet and grab his dick and twist it and shit like that, and you couldn't, and it kind of upset me.
But no, I remember you bought me a beer, and we're walking towards where the venue is. I'm, like, trying to hide it. I was like... What the fuck is going on? We can't have beer outside. And you look at me, dude, the fuck? I'm like, there's alcohol in my hand. Yeah, it's Nevada. You're good. I can drink this here? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I had people at work today, as we get off topic, as, you know, I'm grabbing drinks for everybody, and I'm walking back, and so, like, there's these two elderly people, and they ask me, they're like, "Where's your Natty Light?" I'm like, "Over there, but the good beer's over here." And they laughed, and I'm like, "Yeah, well, here's our Natty Light," and I'm like, he's like, "Well, do you have a 6-pack?" I'm like, "Doesn't look like we have a 6-pack. We have a 15 and a 30. And he's like, "Huh." She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you work here." I'm like, I do. And she's like, "Oh." I'm like, "But not here. I work in the deli." And she's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Again, good beer's over there, though." And, yeah. So, speaking of all that,
that was
out of
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pizza. Out of Utah and whatnot, where have you traveled? Like, not just like diesel wise. Like, we're talking about travel. Via either getting on a bus or an airline.
Illinois.
Or ship.
California, Nevada, and Oregon.
That's it?
That's it.
Ouch.
Oh, I went to Mexico once, too.
Yeah. Okay, for me, let's see. Okay, do we have time? California. Sorry, correction. California. Colorado. Arizona IA.
Oh yeah, I've been to Arizona. Yeah.
Did I say Nevada?
No.
Okay, Nevada a lot. Okay, let me start again. Fuck me. Arizona, Colorado, California, Nevada, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, South Carolina.
That's Pennsylvania.
What did I say?
Philadelphia.
Oh, fuck. Pennsylvania. Yeah, so. Let me start again. Here we go. We're going to go on the East Coast and work our way this way. Okay. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Florida, South Carolina, Virginia, D.C., even though that was for like 5 minutes, but it was whatever. Georgia, soon to be Tennessee. Moving this way now. Delaware.
Okay.
But that was for like a day, but still. Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, California. That's it. Oh, Hawaii. Been to Hawaii. And Germany. But I was 1, so I don't really remember that.
I would love to visit Europe, man.
Same here. I want to go to Scotland and Ireland. Mainly Scotland, just so I could go to Castle Irvine and be like, mine.
I really want to go to Ireland, Germany, and Russia.
Get the fuck out. Get out.
I have Russian blood.
Get out.
No.
Get out.
This podcast only has viewers because of me.
Get out. They can't see. I just pulled out one of my handguns. Holy shit, when did I put all 3 of them in there? Alright.
That's his death drawer.
Apparently. Breaking my house now, motherfuckers. Tell you what.
He has a gun safe. It's not the safe you have to worry
It's
about.
not safe. You gotta worry about, motherfucker. I need one like right here so I could just kick it and it'll flunk.
War happens here. We'll just start yelling, "Welcome to the Sage Fields, motherfucker!
Welcome to the Thunderdome, motherfucker!
Hell yeah, brother!
Fucking let's get it! Woo-hoo!
Again, I'm sorry, headphone listeners.
That fucking blew out. There's something wrong with my mic or something. But, so we've already somewhat discussed this on the last podcast, but Mass Effect. I want to go back into detail on Mass Effect.
All right.
Because that's games. Because we have our own little sections of games that we play, but Mass Effect kind of like
that's where we kind of
that's
intersect.
the notch. Like modern, like Call of Duty's just to have fun and whatever.
Yeah.
But like Mass Effect, that brings all of us nerds together, and like which character you fucked and whatnot, but and you know which characters you killed and whatnot. Gain a Lego. And Morton still dead.
I was actually sad about Morton. I liked Morton.
Yeah. The one that I was really sad about the most, and then I actually refixed it, was the, I can't remember his name now, but Hold That Line from the first game.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it was like
it's been so long since I played these
something.
games, man.
And then you end up like hearing about him in the second one where Morton Solon's like, always liked him, hold that line. Then you see him again in the third one and he's like, ready men, hold that line. And I'm like, hold the fucking line! Fuck, I want to go into detail about, so who's your least favorite character from the whole trilogy?
My least favorite character.
If you want to go the whole Mass Effect, my least favorite is Andromeda.
Why can't I remember his name? He was like the main bad guy in the second 2 games.
The
something man.
Yeah, I was about to say the $1 Million Man, but that's totally not it. The Elusive Man.
The Elusive Man. I
liked his character.
I didn't like him as a character personally.
I loved him as a character because you never know where he gets his money from and like all this stuff. And like in the second one, you're like, wait a minute, there's something wrong about this dude. There's something you think. But I'm like, For one, he's a Sheen. Emilio! Two, he was mysterious. And there was just something about him. And in the third one, you're like, you dumb motherfucker. You fucked everything up. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Did not know that the Asian dude in the third one was played by, I think his name's Matthew Baker.
Matthew Baker.
I'm pretty sure I fucked his name up. He is a huge voice actor.
Oh, Matthew Mercer?
No. His last name is Baker.
Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, yeah.
Oh.
Who, ironically, is the main voice of Sergeant Baker in Brothers in Arms, Road to Hill. That's my dog.
Okay.
Road to Hill 30. I think he has something. No. Yeah, Road to Hill 30. I think he was in Earned in Blood for like a smidget, and then Hell's Highway.
He was also Joel.
That's true, yeah. He also had a tiny voice part in the original Black Ops. For literally a millisecond. When you do the tunnel rat mission, and you're with that guy and he gets killed.
Yep.
He's the guy that gets killed.
Oh, all right. Well.
And along of numerous other voices. But
now, I'm going to say this, and I know...
I thought you said, I'm a Satanist. I'm like, me too.
I'm going to say this. Me and Troy Baker need to have a voice off so that we can determine who the best Troy is.
It's him.
It probably.
No, there's no
all
probably.
Right.
It's him.
But I want to do it anyway.
If it comes to accents, it's still him.
Well.
By looks.
Well,
definitely him.
Oh, yeah. No. He's a gorgeous, gorgeous man, all right?
By hair? I'm sorry, Troy.
Hey, look. I'm in
the losing field on that one.
I'm a 24-year-old bald motherfucker, all right?
Looking like a terrorist.
It's funny. Because I know you guys can't see me, but when I let my beard grow out and I don't really take care of it, I straight up look like I'm from the Middle East.
Oh, yeah. Aloha snack bar, my brother. Who is your most favorite character? Other than Shepard.
My most favorite character? Oh.
If you want to include Andromeda, there's going to be
none. Oh.
Fuck Andromeda.
I think his name was Rex, like the Krogan.
Oh, the Krogan, Rex.
Yeah. He just embodies what Irishmen are. Just
minus the drunk attitude. I mean, he has the drunk attitude, but minus being drunk.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of headbutts going on in that game.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in the second one when that one guy's just, like, being a dick, and then you could, like, hit that button and you just whack, and the other guy's like, ha, 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 ha. Let's see. My least favorite, ironically, it's Troy Baker's character. I found him to be the least interesting. Well, no, there's the other one. There's that.
What you got against us Troys, huh?
Everything.
Oh, well.
I only know two. So. It's between his character and the original leader of the Blue Suns from the second game. The Australian sounding dude. If you have the DLC, then I just didn't like it the way they put him out and whatnot. My favorite character. Joker.
Joker is pretty damn good.
It's especially in one of the DLCs. They had to have let him have free reign because it was literally like a Robot Chicken sketch. Because he was like telling the story to a bartender on like how he was fighting in the Citadel, and he was like, he got in this big machine and they're like, oh, it's puny Joker, and he's like, oh, I'll show him, and he gets in the machine and he starts killing him, and then it's like 30 seconds of pure silence, and it's machine and all these people, and they just go, tink. I'll show you the clip afterwards because it's fucking hysterical. But Joker is my, I would say, favorite, besides Garrus.
I like
all
Garrus.
of his calibrating. Which, I was watching this thing on Assassin's Creed, and if I am correct, in Black Flag, he had a quick minor voice. And it was the dude that tries to blackmail you, like your main character. The one that you never see his face and whatnot, because he's like under the desk, and she's like, he's fixing something. He's not fixing. He's like, not fixing something, calibrating. And it literally sounded like him, if I'm correct. I'll have to go back, but it sounded just like him.
Sounds like you're spreading a bunch of fake news there, buddy.
And no, I'll be sniffing children. Disclaimer, no, I won't. You said you had a story, so spit it out.
All right.
Oh boy, you're smiling. This should be good.
It's just a testament to how awkward I can be. Kind of. So, I've been single for years. I haven't even been on a date in like 3 years.
What's a date?
Well, I don't know if this generation knows anymore, but...
Tinder fuck, yay. Well, sorry,
but
bet.
No. I finally worked up the courage to ask someone out.
Oh boy.
And...
Can I say this really quick? The new saying bet is like their generation of swag.
Swag.
Swag. Anyway, so you asked this dude out.
All right. But no, I asked this girl out, and she gets all red in the face, and I'm like,
she has a boyfriend.
No, she's
she said
gay.
Yeah?
Oh. And she was just like, I really don't want to stop coming to this store. I really hope you're not
she's
angry.
Already stopped coming, period.
Oh. I'm like, well, why would you stop coming to the store? I asked you on this date because I enjoy your company. You're gay. Oh, well. And now I'm not going to ask anyone out again for another 4 or 5 years, you know? Oh. Then I have another regular who is gay.
And he asked you out?
No, I was telling her the story. She's like, man, why are you trying to stomp on my grounds, motherfucker?
Did I tell you about the chick that I've been talking to that we're no longer going to be going after it because of our political beliefs?
You did?
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell the story now because no one on the podcast has heard it. And this, I did a YouTube video about this on how political shit has been ruining dates. Since it's on this YouTube channel, I recommend watching it. But yeah, so I've been talking to this chick for quite a long time, and everything's good. We were playing Minecraft and all this shit, just Snapchatting, having fun, getting to know each other. And she asked me if I was a Trump supporter. I said no, which I'm not a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
She didn't ask me if I voted for him. she asked me if I'm a Trump supporter. And I said not really. But everything was cool. She wasn't really posting like any anti-Trump or pro-Biden or anything like that on Facebook. I wasn't. And then came election day. And she asked me flat out who I voted for. I told her Joe Jorgensen, to which she sent me a gif of something going like, yikes. And I'm like, for my first instinct was like, did you actually fucking research her?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it was the better of the two rivals.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm like, would you rather have me vote for Kanye? To which she laughed at that, so I imagined everything was fine. And I told her, I'm like, if you voted for Biden, that's cool.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I understand why people are voting for one side or the other. Me personally, I think The Witcher said it best. Evil is evil, whether it's middling, lesser, or greater. If I'm forced to choose between two evils, I'd rather not choose at all. That's why I went with Joe Jorgensen.
Yep. Except for her, like, we're going to stop the military shit from the law enforcement. And I'm like, yeah, that's going to lead to another terrorist attack. But her stance on the Second Amendment and all that and everything else, I'm like, you got my vote.
Yep.
And I just don't trust Biden.
No. And it's not, for me, it's not necessarily even Biden that I distrust. It's Kamala Harris.
She's another, well, I don't trust them both. For the main reason, a couple of months ago, they were fucking literally dissing on each other.
Yeah.
And then she's like, he's a sexist little lying little pig. And he's like, I'm gonna make you my vice president. He is the most gorgeous man ever. He's gonna make the best. And I'm like, fucking way to make your hypocrisy fucking proud. And so I'm like, okay, Trump, he's, as much as I don't want to get into politics on this podcast, he's done good. He just needs to learn to shut the fuck up on Twitter. Or if you're from Boston, Twitter. And all this, but I'm like, I gotta vote for Joe Jorgensen. I would say that.
Yeah.
And Joe Jorgensen.
Not pedophile Joe.
No, definitely not pedophile Joe. And she, did another yikes thing, and so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I saw this picture from Super Troopers when Farva was covered in the white stuff.
I haven't seen Super Troopers, man.
This podcast is over. Okay, so
sorry, guys.
Dude, I can't believe that. It's like one of the greatest movies ever. There's a guy named Farva who's a complete dipshit. He gets covered with powdered sugar, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna spoil that scene because it's funny as fuck. But there's a picture of him covered in that stuff, and it said Hunter Biden, cheering on his dad. He's like, "Go, Dad!" I thought it was funny as fuck, so I shared the picture. She ends up sending me a message. I'm gonna see if I can actually find it because she hasn't deleted me off of Facebook. Let's see here. Nope, not you. Where is it? Right there.
Such enthralling
Right there.
content.
So, I knew something was up when she wasn't her typical thing, because I sent a gif of what's his name? I can't remember.
Oh, Steve Buscemi?
Yeah, Steve Buscemi waving. She said hi. I'm like, how are you? And she's like, good. I immediately knew. I'm like, she's gonna end it right here. I'm like, that's good. How's work? And she goes, it's good. I'm like, oh yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
She goes, I'm like, that's also good. And a little bit later, she messages, so it's only fair to tell you that I'm glad to stay friends with you if you like, but I've just seen too many flags for me personally to go anywhere other than that. To which I just sent a gif of Bart handing his mom a note, and it says K. And I'm like, if one fucking picture is a flag and you're going against politics, you're going to die alone.
Yeah. I mean,
considering that we spent months fucking together getting to know each other and laughing, the moment I'm like, hey, Hunter Biden is a fucking idiot who got leaked doing meth and having a shitty sex tape, don't ask me how I know. It was just a foot job. Nothing spectacular, and they blurred it out. It was like Asian porn. And I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. You're just going to die alone.
I mean, look, me personally, and I've said this before on this podcast, that's why I like my job. I get to see people from all walks of life, and I get to have these interesting conversations.
I got bitched at today from work, by the way, from walking down the aisle the wrong way. I mean, the guy, muffled it, but I still heard him. He was like, we didn't follow the arrows. And I was just about to stop, turn around, go, is this fucking better? And just walk backwards.
But, no, and I think that's something that's wrong with this generation, is we don't have this conversation. Suddenly our neighbors are our enemies.
Let's clarify this. Not my generation. Well, fuck, yeah, I guess well...
We're both technically millennials.
I think all, boomers, millennials, Gen Z,
Gen X,
Elemental P, whatever.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where we're truly divided, and it's not Trump's fault per se.
No.
I'm going to agree he has probably have fuel to the fire, but he did not start the fucking fire. He didn't start the fire.
I
Copyright.
don't want to set the copyright on fire. No, I don't know. Again, we don't want to really delve into politics on this because, well, we could probably just do a completely separate thing.
What does LGBT plus stand for? What is it, supersized?
But no, I just think we're all just so divided in some way or another. We're also emotionally attached to our opinion that a lot of people just aren't willing to accept when more information comes in to possibly change their opinion.
I saw a video today. It just randomly appeared on my YouTube, so I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it. Because it was liberals read facts about gun control. and they're reading like all these facts. And when this one dude read that most murders are committed by handguns, mass shootings are committed by handguns. Like he kind of like went, and you could tell in his face like he just knew he fucked up.
Yeah.
And the next time it went back to him, it was that most mass shootings are in gun-free zones, and like his eyes kind of just like dropped, and like at that moment he knew, oh, maybe we should have guns. And he's like, I did not know this. I never researched this. Dave the Rave 19 just went like, who the fuck? Oh, that's the guy who blocked me on. He unbanned me because I called him out for it. So the story behind that one was I was playing Wreckfest. And
I have no idea what that is.
It's a fun game. I recommend getting it for your PC. It's a great game. It's basically Demolition Derby and stock car racing.
Okay.
You can do a lawnmower and a wheelchair and a couch. It's fun as shit. But like when you're actually doing cars and you get damage, it actually shows the damage, and like your fender can fall off, and like your engine will end up like getting so much damage it will put you out of the race. It's a fun game. But I was playing it and I was streaming, and he's that serious streamer, and I'm like, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're just here to have fun.
And someone, I think it wasn't faggot, it was retard. Somebody called someone a fucking retard, and he said, can you not say that? I'm streaming, please. So I went, faggot, cunt, pussy, retard. And so at that moment, I made it my personal mission to fuck with him on his stream. Not necessarily go to his stream, but in the game. Like, I'm personally just driving to catch up to him or slow down so he can catch up with me. And, like, I'm just riding up on his ass, spinning him out, wrecking him out. The next race, I look behind me. He's literally the car right behind me. So I'm like ready to hold the reverse button, and it counts down. Doop, 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 go. And I slam it in reverse. Wham! And then I hit the gas. I finished the race and whatnot. He's pissed. So I'm like, okay, I'm done streaming anyway. So I'm like, wait a minute. He's still streaming. So I go to his thing and I'm watching it, and I'm like, okay, so it's paid people can chat only. So I'm going to do this. Follow. I clicked follow, and I hear, fuck you, Penguin, you stupid cunt. I'm like, oh, so much about your streaming then, huh? Immediately, all of a sudden, like, boom, banned. And I'm like, really? And so I clicked to fight it, and it says, please give a reason, whatnot. I'm like, and he's also a race car driver, too, as am I, but he does, like, European rally.
Okay.
And so I commented, I'm like, as a racer, you should know that rubbing is racing, and if you can't fucking take the insults, you should not be a fucking car racer. 5 minutes later, I'm back. I'm like, that's right. No, you're good, baby girl.
Oh, come here. Come here.
So, okay, so the people at home, or wherever you're listening, I have a pit bull named Susie.
And she's adorable.
She's a pussy. But I love her regardless because, except for her farts. Well, but she's the one that picked me. But I think that actually picked it up. She's all bark, no bite. What are you doing?
Getting loves.
No, but like, all right. Like when we first got her, she was scared of anything black. My guns, my camera stand. If I would have gotten this mic then, she would have been terrified of that. Now she's just like, oh, you got me your shotgun. That's pretty tits. But like, any like quick sudden movements, she gets terrified. But I leave for work, come home, and she's like, oh my god, my daddy's home.
And that's why I love having animals.
They brighten your day. They really do. Except for cats. I fucking want to punt those little fuckers.
Oh,
that was a joke. That was a joke.
Sometimes.
Mostly.
No, the cat I had growing up, like, fucking loved her. She was the friendliest cat. Like, I don't know how many cats you've met that were like super people friendly.
My friend's cat.
And it was such bullshit because if it was me and my family, she would choose me over them all the time. And I would just love her, and she was the best. If any of my friends came over, she would dip. She would just, oh, there's another piece of me around here. And just fucking leave me. And I'm like, you traitorous, adorable bitch.
Fucking leave you, you little bitch.
Oh.
So, oh god, so we're ready for Mass Effect to come out, and it's literally just a graphic remaster, so nothing's really being changed. So we're not gonna. What are you hoping they're gonna do?
Wow, we got really off topic for
We
just
did.
going
We
back
did.
to Mass Effect.
So we're back on the games. I got Valhalla.
Oh, I think you told me you got
Assassin's
Valhalla.
Creed. I strongly recommend it, especially when you slice someone's head clean off, which I've not seen in an Assassin's Creed game.
I don't know, like Assassin's Creed has just never been my thing.
This one is fucking awesome. The combat is a little Whoa. It's something to get used to, but I really enjoy the game. So did I tell you about fishing? What was it? I'm gonna click. Fishing North Atlantic. Have I told you about that game yet? The one right there.
We might have mentioned it.
I can't remember
in the last podcast.
How it keeps fucking crashing on me.
No, you didn't mention
Okay,
that.
so I got this game, Fishing North Atlantic. It's kind of like a. See what I mean?
Yep.
Just staring in the void. For safety reasons, in case she, isn't just seeing ghosts and there's somebody in my house, the moment they turn, they're going to get a 45 to the face.
And a friendly face going, hi!
Before they get shot. That's the last face they're going to see. This is a terrorist-looking fucker going, hey! But it's kind of like a sequel to a game called Fishing Bering Straits, which you can get on console now. I do have it for PC. It's a fun game. But this one came out, and I was watching YouTube videos on it, and instead of just going for regular fish, you can go for spearheads, tuna, and then you can lobster, you can crab, schools of fish, and it's fun as shit. And they got seasons where you actually have to do that season fishing, and you have to earn the money to get more boats. You can take out loans, but you got to pay off those loans. And it's a fun fucking game. I'm working on it. Still to this day trying to get to the crab and lobster season. But the game keeps crashing. And it's not just me. It's happening to a lot of people because I went to this discussion and there's literally a fucking tab saying game crashes. And one person's like, I'm getting just random game crashes. Another one's like, oh, it's happened to me too. And I'm like, how the fuck do I catch spearhead just by throwing shit? And they have a Discord. So I went to Discord about it. And they're like, can you please tell us what's going on? I'm like, I'll be driving my boat. I will throw 3 cages over. And the game crashes. They're like, okay, well, next time the thing pops up, just let us know. And so I'm like, all right. I'm on the 20th time the fucker will pop up. And so I'm like, hey, it's me again. So, I got an hour's worth and then it crashed. I'm still loving the game. Just wish it would, be fixed. And they'll, their last update, they're all these shit that they fixed and added and revamped. And one of them was GPU crashes and random crashes. And I'm like, please, for the love of God. And it worked for 4 hours. No crashes. So I'm like, thank God they actually did it. And poof. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make a fucking YouTube video out of this. So I start recording the YouTube video, and it fucking doesn't crash. I'm like, go fucking figure. And so I stop recording. Hour in, crashed.
Well, obviously the key here is you just need to record it, because
obviously or have it up.
Because obviously they don't want you to call them out on their shit.
Or some I love them. I don't know if it's my computer or what, because the 2 people I've seen it on YouTube, no crashes. They're having a blast and all this shit, and I'm like, why can't I just have fun? I tried playing Phasmophobia or Phobia.
Did it still crash?
No, it worked fine. The only issue is I'm still getting used to the keys and all that, which I should write it down because I'm like, how the fuck do I do this? I grab all this equipment and then I'm like, okay, I need to put one away because I already have a flashlight. Don't need another one. And then I'm like, all right, fine, we'll exit. And then I go and I'm like, okay, it's this button. I go back and then I'm like, how do I get out of this room again? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to multiplayer. So I go to one, and it's like, this is full. I'm like, it said 3 out of 4. What the fuck? Fine, I'll go to this one. This is full. I'm like, this one said 2. And then there's one that was with 1, so I joined, and they fucking left. I was like, fuck it.
Well then, obviously we need to try and stream Phasmophobia sometime.
Or you could stream it, and I'll just play with you. And
I mean, I'm down. I am not the best when it comes to horror games.
from what I've heard, it's literally just like, it's not even scary.
I've seen a lot of...
I have seen nothing on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it was huge on YouTube for a long time.
I just haven't watched anything. Like, the only ones that really have come up, I think, was Terrorizer and H2O. And I'm just like, nah, skip.
The people that I've watched play it are, well, real big names like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier.
I don't watch him.
Myscrum.
Never heard of him.
Mark's friend, Bob. His name is
literally
Bob
Bob?
Skirm.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And then Z Royal Viking.
Don't know.
He's Canadian.
That's why I don't know. I'm as weird as it is. I'm subscribed to all these YouTube channels, but I only watch a select few. I watch Demolition Ranch, all of his channels. I've kind of dropped away from Vet Ranch, mainly because I don't like watching like animals in pain.
Oh, dude.
But I go hunting and shit, so I'm like, whatever. But it's mainly dogs and cats. I'm like, I don't want to shoot those animals. Asians are like, oh, free food. And oh, by the way, this pisses me off. I was told I'm not funny. He works at me. I'm not gonna say his name. He drives a lot of people nuts.
So I automatically know who you're talking about.
Yeah. He told me I wasn't funny. He said that to in front of a customer, and the customer was like, "Oh," I'm like, "I wouldn't take anything he says serious when he looks like a terrorist." And he's like, "Oh, that cut deep." I'm like, "You're welcome."
Well, not as deep as that shrapnel, but you know.
And I am a funny son of a bitch at times. There's a lot of jokes that will get over people's heads, but I will admit I'm pretty funny.
Oh man, I actually got a guy to subscribe to the channel the other day.
Like my YouTube?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
I'll have to recheck.
Mainly because
did you show the Fender video or
no. I
did
started
you just
doing
say, I have a podcast, even though it's my channel.
No. I started doing just random voices.
Okay.
And he was like, "Bro, do you have like a YouTube channel or a podcast?" My man, if you're listening, I'm just saying this in another person's voice. Thank you for listening and subscribing. Please don't think I'm...
What did he say? And I'll be that guy.
More or less, he said,
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Do you have a YouTube channel or a podcast or anything?
Okay, so do the voice that you did, and I'll be that guy. And go.
Well, hello there. It is I, Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Oh my god, fella, you're fucking funny. Do you have like a YouTube channel or a podcast?
Why, yes, I do.
Oh, there we go. We could rename it to the Poodcast.
And then I started doing my Shaggy. That one was horrible. Don't listen to that one.
I can't do Shaggy, so.
Oh,
wait, that's a lie. I can't do Shaggy. It wasn't me.
I can
see that one. It comes and goes with Scooby Doo. I could do Cartman. That one comes and goes though. I used to do Cartman perfectly. Beavis before my balls dropped. It was perfect. I could do Beavis perfectly. Mr. Hanky. I used to be able to do Pinky from Pinky and the Brain pretty good, you know. Narf. God, what I could do Kermit the Frog, just not that well. However, I did sing Creep.
Creep by... Okay, I'm blanking on...
Yeah, don't worry, I'm going to look it up right now. Oh, damn, Oops.
Oh. Ignore computer noises.
What the fuck is it?
Excuse me.
Okay, I can't...
But
Yeah, I can't find it on there. That's weird. I did the whole song of Creep in Kermit the Frog, but instead of when it came up and said I'm a creep, I go I'm Kermit. I did do Host as Yoda, which my Yoda is not the greatest.
You want to hear something
on my fucking
cancerous, but it's actually funny?
Bill Clinton. I can do Bill Clinton.
Look, I am not telling you how you can.
That sounds like a very shitty Barack Obama.
That's exactly what it is.
God. Yeah. My Bill Clinton here. I did not sleep with that young intern. We were up all night.
Oh, I'm
She's
sorry.
Just
Do you want
excited
loves?
to see you.
Do you want loves? Yeah.
What else? Oh, let's see here.
But no, I started.
Random off topic. Shout out to that guy who's fucking talking to Troy at his work. Thank you for listening to this bullshit.
But
sorry for imitating you as a fucking redneck.
Yeah, no, sorry.
It's funny though.
Nothing but the sincerest of welcomes, and well, welcome to the bullshittery that is us.
This dog's staring at ghosts again. What? You want to shoot him? No? Okay.
But
you're a pit bull, just bark. You'll be good.
But no, I started trying to sing different songs in Doofenshmirtz's voice. And the one that I got almost perfectly was Busta Rhymes'
Radiohead.
part in
not Radiohead. Is it Radiohead?
It might be Radiohead. I don't know.
It's not Radiohead. I can't remember. Fuck it. Anyway, go ahead. Copyright.
I started doing Busta Rhymes' part of "Look at Me Now" in Doofenshmirtz's voice.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what the fuck that song is.
You wouldn't.
Yep.
It is definitely not your style.
I am not
music.
white. So I haven't heard the song in a long time, but I started singing at work today, and I'm gonna say it regardless. It was I believe in a thing called love.
I'm trying to remember how that goes. I know that song. I just can't
Just
remember.
listen to the rhythm of my heart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, I started just singing the very beginning, like the guitar riff and everything, like dun 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 dun. Can't explain all these feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Catching you.
All right.
Touching me. I hit my throat a little bit too hard.
You look like you're the. Well, you sound like you're the lead singer of Syndrome of the Down. Like.
Hey, you!
All right. Well.
You want to?
Oh.
That reminds me. I saw a video of these crippled people. They did a remake of Take on Me. But the guy's in a wheelchair. They're all in wheelchairs, right? One of them's like Stephen Hawking-ish, like his head's like to his shoulder. The other one's just kind of like dwarfed-esque, and he's playing the keyboard, and the other guy's just looking like a Down syndrome version of Dee Snider. And he's like, rolling away. Because my legs are not okay, I did it anyway. Happy today. At least I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Gay I'm not. I've been straight. That's how he sounds. Oh my god, I'll have to show you the video. It's like identical. Oh my god. Wow, we just dissed on a bunch of Down syndrome people for like fucking a minute straight.
Well, it was nice
Not
being
only
on
are
the
we
internet.
demonetized, copyright, we're getting fucking ran out of town.
Well, it was nice being on the internet, guys.
This is bye-bye YouTube channel tour. 2020, what else can go?
You better shut your damn mouth right there. I said shut
Wake
it.
up!
Shut your damn mouth.
Father!
Never.
Aliens in the sky. Something.
Probably not funny.
Eternal pain.
That probably wasn't funny to you guys because you can't see what happened. But I seriously just stared at him, waiting for him to make a noise. And as soon as I was going to, he just went back into it. So, but I had something to say and I forgot. We are so horrible. Yeah, all right. How many chromosomes?
Where are they praying for?
Oh.
2. Oh man. I'd say we're going to hell, but fuck, I'm already gonna see you there.
I mean, look, I've already made it my goal when I die and go to hell to kick the devil in the dick. Just to say I did. Will I get extra torture? Oh, absolutely. But will I be like in the top tier of people that went to hell? Just like, yeah, I kicked him in the dick, so what?
Satan's like, oh my god. Not Satan, Hitler. Same thing if you think about it. I saw a picture. I have that picture. It's that one chick that goes, like it's that meme they made out of her, where she's like, well.
Oh, yeah.
The one was like, Stalin killed 9 million people. And then below it, where she's like, it was still Stalin killed 9 million communists.
Oh. History jokes. They're fun.
Lonely gay.
Look, last week, it was the Jews. This week
it's
we're
autism.
Yeah.
What if they're an autistic Jew? The ham. Ooh, penny. No, that's an almond-nated penny. They're doing that chair flip, and that's how he became Down syndrome. He just fell out of the chair and hit his fucking head.
Gained an extra chromosome from that.
Okay, for one, I guarantee you, if Half-Ash has made it this far, she's gonna be pissed. Probably. Anybody else who's made it this? I guarantee you that guy that you met at your work, he's like, I'm not fucking redneck.
Yeah.
As I do it in that voice.
Oh.
Then that one guy is like, did he really just be a retard while singing System of a Down? And then he'll be at work the next day. Wake up, son of a bitch.
Oh. Thankfully, we live in a town where not too many people get offended easily unless you make fun of the Mormon church.
I thought you were going to say, we live in a town where there's not many autism people.
No.
We do. They're called Mormons.
Oh. They're just an entire state of special needs. It's all good.
And their leader is Mitt Romney. I can't decide which political view I am. I just pooped. So since we're coming up on the anniversary of Kennedy's assassination, fun fact.
Are you about to ask me which president I would shoot?
No, fuck no. that's no. No.
We'll talk about that later.
No.
Woodrow Wilson.
His she's like, oh my god. oh my god. No, it was Reels. The Reels channel, they're doing this thing about, like, all week. It's all Kennedy. And there's a show called The Kennedys. I don't know if you've heard about it or not. Old school show. Greg Kinnear plays John F. Kennedy, who does an actually good voice impersonation, which I could...
Is it mind-blowing?
See what you did there? Is Kennedy is fucking on point for a Bostoner. Barry Pepper plays...
Excuse me. Who the hell wants to talk to me?
Barry Pepper plays Bobby. The other one that gets shot. And his Boston accent's on point. Katie Holmes plays John F. Kennedy's wife, Jacqueline. I've seen it before, and it's damn good. I recommend that. If anybody's into history, it's pretty good. They even like have a good segment about Lee Harvey Oswald. It's just not like bang and there it is. Which, by the way, that one guy who said I wasn't funny, I threw something away today, and I went, John Wilkes Booth. And ironically, every time I'm saying that, I make it in the trash. And he's like, why'd you say that? I'm like, I was like, John Wilkes Booth never missed a shot.
Yeah.
And he's like, didn't he miss the first one? I'm like, that's Lee Harvey Oswald, dude. Wrong president.
Look, if you're gonna say someone's not funny, and then try to combat it with facts, at least have your facts straight. All right.
Something that he isn't. Oh, he gay. So we've literally been bashing on autism and gay people. Well, I wouldn't say gay people. That was just barely. But oh, this is our last video. That's for damn sure.
Nah, we'll keep making them.
So long for the podcast. All right.
No, you see, we'll start a different podcast.
It's called the We'll Be Nice podcast.
Hello, I am Roy.
I'm Steven.
Oh. Well, let's hope neither of us run for any kind of office, because
this is not going to happen. I can already tell you right now. Mr. Steven, how would you fix this economy? The free soda machines, 25 cents. All the diabetics are like, fuck! And I'd be like, lower the insulin. They're like, woohoo!
What about the No Holds Barred podcast? Shoot him.
Bring that motherfucker back. Get him over here right now. Look at that shirt. Look at who he's wearing. It's a hentai shirt. Shoot him!
We don't allow no weebs in this country.
Every weeb will go to a concentration camp.
Oh, man. Oh,
sorry.
There's a channel that I've been watching that has made me really want to start doing skits again.
Totally reminded me. I was not done telling you who I watch on YouTube.
But no, Viva La Dirt League. Like,
oh, yeah, those Australian and New Zealand people.
New Zealanders. They don't like it when you ask if they're Australian.
Yeah, I know. I've gotten that wrong a lot at work. I'll be like, oh, Australia. They're like, fucking New Zealand. I'm like, well, at least you didn't have fucking Irwin.
Yeah.
All those spiders.
But just watching their little skits.
There was one, though, that they came in, they're talking, I'm like, Australia? And they're like, close. I'm like, New Zealand? They're like, oh, no. I'm like, okay, you got me lost. They're like, South Africa. I'm like, what the fuck? You're white.
Yeah.
That was a joke. But yeah, I like their stuff. The Karen one.
Yep, I've seen a few of those.
The World War II one. FPS in World War II. That one was fucking priceless. That's the only one. So Ronnie sent me this video the other day, and it actually has Operator Drewski in it. That's Demolition Ranch's brother.
Okay.
And when I saw him for like that split moment before they're wearing all the masks and shit, I'm like, that motherfucker looks familiar. And then I watched it and the credits rolled up. It's like 34 minutes long, but it's fucking off the chain, like ridiculously awesome. And Ronnie was like, we can make this kind of a film. I'm like, they're using Adobe, dude. I'm using Shotcut. They paid for their shit. Mine was free. He's like, what we can do is very similar. I'm like, eh. I'm going to have to upgrade my fucking computer to the max. He's like, in due time. I'm like, inside, I'm like, that would be cool, but I still have a race car I got to fix.
I also have Shotcut on my computer. I could try and learn to edit.
Well, it's not the fact of editing. That shit's easy. It's their muzzle flashes and shit were like legit, like nice looking, and like they I believe they had help by Evike because they were in their thank you stuff as well. And like it looked legit. The short guy in the video, I swear to God, for a split moment I was like, is that Swagger Souls? Because you don't see his face and he has those thick fucking eyebrows. And he's short. And so I was like, is that Swagger? And then I'm like, nah.
Fun fact, me and Swagger Souls are the same height.
Yeah?
Yep. But, no, another YouTube channel that I just learned is based out of Utah. The Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Yeah?
Their
main headquarters is up in Salt Lake.
Yeah, I had no clue.
But most of their shit, I think, is out of Texas.
Yeah, but... one of our
sponsor, by the way, I totally would love to sponsor Black Rifle Coffee. Your shit is fucking amazing, and well, I got guns and shit and freedom, and I'm not gonna lie, I would lick Matt Bess's butthole just for a sip of coffee. So
get that residue coffee poop going.
Well, there goes that sponsorship deal. Well, we're definitely not getting sponsored by them.
They're veterans. They understand the humor.
Matt Best is like, I am a classy person. There's no way. Like, maybe my nipple, but...
We'll buy you whiskey first.
Yes, I will bring the whiskey, you bring the coffee. And the sponsorship. And bring me out to Texas, because there's one place I really want to go to is Texas. Drive tanks.
Well, Texas is one of the few states I don't like. But I'm biased. You can shoot me.
I can't. That gun's loaded. Oh, stovepipe!
You almost shot me anyway.
Which, fun fact, the LA shooting back in the 90s where they're all armored up and whatnot, the reason why the guy actually dropped his main fucking AK is because it jammed and it was a stovepipe. All he had to do was that and his AK would have been fine again. But I should probably change that bullet. He was an idiot and was like, I don't know how to do this. And so he just dropped it and pulled out his pistol and ended up shooting himself in the fucking dome.
But
anyway.
Maybe not give advice to people that were shooting people up.
Well, if they don't know anything about guns, then they don't know what a stovepipe is. So. Oh, shit, we're past an hour.
We are.
What even were our fucking topics?
We literally started something, then we'd get off topic.
And then we went
and
to
then
Down
we got
syndrome.
off topic.
It went from Mass Effect to video games to redneck dude who's not redneck to autism
to Down syndrome. Back to YouTube.
Back to YouTube to Black Rifle and licking Matt Best's butthole. A dab of gay. I'm not going to shoot you, but I am going to pistol whip you.
I didn't just dab, I promise.
No, I'm just threatening to hurt him for the fun of it.
I mean, that sounds on par with you.
That's true. That is true. I can't, though. You bought me Dr. Pepper. So tonight you were saved.
Well, they didn't have Dr. Pepper, but they had Dr. Thunder.
You're pushing it.
Oh my God. So have you ever used one of those muscle stimulant?
No, because I don't give a shit. I had the Rona. I'm on the Rona diet.
Well,
still. Well, I don't know. I think I got a little fat.
Yeah, me too.
A little?
Hey, look. I can only fill
Has your mom listened to any of this?
I don't think so.
Oh, please, I hope not. Well, maybe. I don't know. She'd be like, well, that's totally them.
Here's the funny thing.
I told the new guy today, I'm like, I'm pretty much the son she didn't want. And then, like, we were all making sandwiches. Well, me and your mom were making sandwiches. And she was teaching him and whatnot. And I was like, so where are you from? He's like, Delaware. And I'm like, oh. Sorry. And she's like, Steven. And I'm like, it's true, though. There's nothing there. She goes, that's no. And he goes, no. He's right. There's nothing there. I was like, it's literally a blink and you miss a state. It's literally like Rhode Island. He's like, nah, he has a point. I'm like, thank you. He's 24. He has 2 kids.
Yeah, see.
I'm
don't
33
want to live
and I
that
masturbate.
Same, but I'm 24. I'm not going to clap your hand, though.
Guess which one I masturbate with?
Let me lick the...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I immediately regretted
right,
that.
back to the gay statement.
Immediately regretted
Bending weight. There we go. I need to try and get it back to the autism.
See, it's fine, because if they get angry, they don't know how to use the computer.
They just
I'm done.
They headbutt the keyboard.
We're not sorry.
Would they even know how to turn a computer on?
I mean, buttons.
That's true. Then they get electric shocked, and okay, well, that's done.
Yep, no,
All right. Let's end it on a non-offensive note. Oh, Christ.
All right. We'll think of something.
Yeah, give us like another 5 minutes of just silence. Then we go, no.
I mean, for the first time in like 4 years, I have Thanksgiving off, so that's something.
See, I don't know. I told your mom that I'd be willing to work it. She's like, I think I have you off. And I'm like, cool.
I mean, the extra money's nice. Don't get me wrong.
It is. That's kind of why I wanted to do it, because racing. But I'm like, I worked it last year, and I've never hated people more, even though they were all nice. Like, none of them were assholes, but it was just person.
See, the problem is this year, all the restaurants will be closed.
Yeah.
So at least you are going to be SOL. If you're there. If you're not there, then
I don't think I will be, because two people already said that they're willing to work.
And
Which
then
I had
Rona.
a damn good burn on the one guy, because Too Fresh, he's going back to Idaho to see his family, and she was like, okay, you know, your mom was talking, and she was like, okay, so this is all fine because B isn't going home for Thanksgiving. I'm like, see, even his parents don't want to see him. And she didn't find that burn very funny, but Too Fresh was like trying his hardest not to laugh.
My mom is a very innocent soul. Now. I love my mom to death. But, oh no. I feel bad for you. Oh, I remember what I was going to say.
No, first of all, why the fuck do you feel bad for me?
You can get fired. She's stuck with me.
That's true. I'll just randomly show up at her house, knock on the door, and just wave. She'll be like, you're still fired. And I'll just, okay, I'll be back tomorrow.
But, no, I've seen how my mom is at work.
So have I.
Yeah. And
I'm surprised she hasn't killed me yet, honestly.
She's wanted to.
So much, like, in my defense, she brings the smartassery to her. It's not because I don't want to. It's just, she just delivers it on a platter. It's there, and I have to take it. It's like throwing a slow ball down the middle of the plate. I just gotta fucking swing! Same thing with customers. Is this hot? Well, it'd be weird if it was cold. Or is your mac and cheese cold? I'm like, it's in a cold case. Or is your chicken really fresh? Well, we just killed it about an hour ago.
What?
Well, if you really want fresh, we can go get you the one we just barely killed. And they're like, I'm like, that's a joke.
Oh no, I had a customer. I think we've said it before. We like to have fun with our customers. We'll be smartasses and whatnot.
It brightens their day.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to name this fucking podcast.
The probably not listen, but listen anyway podcast.
No Holds Barred, last possible podcast. There's the title right there. New name, Poodcast.
But
P-O-O-D. Pood.
He wanted some tobacco.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, absolutely not. And he was just like, look, man, past few times I've come in here, you've said it, you got me the first few times, you got to step your game up. I'm like, oh, I got to step my game up, huh? Oh, yeah. What that mouth do if you want these cigarettes? And
shut the fuck up.
No one wants to talk to me. Why? Anyway, as I'm saying it, the last words are leaving through my mouth. The most PC-looking woman walks in. I'm like, what that mouth do? And both me and him go silent as she's walking towards the bathrooms. And I'm like, thank God she didn't hear me. He's like, you are lucky as fuck that I'm chill with this shit.
See, the one year I worked on April Fools when I worked for the gas station, my buddy told me, he's like, dude, you should start taking all the cigarettes down and telling people that it's illegal in the state of Utah to buy tobacco, and they'd have to go to Nevada. I'm like, done. Guy comes in, I instantly knew what he was going for, so I start taking the Marlboro Reds out. And he goes, can I get a pack? I'm like, oh, whoa. He goes, what? I'm like, you haven't heard? He goes, no. I'm like, effective immediately at midnight, which was 2 minutes ago, tobacco products are illegal in Utah. Like, you could still smoke them and stuff, but you can't buy them. You'd have to go to Mesquite. He goes, really? I'm like, absolutely. He's like, damn, all right, see you. And he walks out. My friend goes, did you say April Fools? I'm like, no. Did that to 3 people. And then we had no more coffee filters. The lady was like, you're out of coffee. I'm like, yeah, we have no coffee filters. And she turns around. I'm like, not an April Fool's thing. We're actually out of coffee filters. I'm like, I know better to fuck with people in their coffee.
Same with people in their nicotine sometimes.
Yeah.
I have had people, can I get some cigarettes? No. And they just give me the look of, you have 3 seconds to change what you just said or die.
There's one guy, I brightened his day, and then I immediately took it away because he was an asshole. Because he comes in, and when people tell me like what they want and they don't say please, I'm going to make them say please. Even to this day, they'll come in and be like, can I have an 8-piece? I'll be like, I don't know. Can you? And they go, please. I'm like, there you go. Guy comes in one day. This is like 3 in the morning. So, like, you don't fuck with people that early.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm graveyard, so you don't fuck with me.
Yep.
And he comes in and he goes, Marlboro Reds. I'm like, well, that's the magic word. And he goes, now? So I'm like, all right, motherfucker, let's do this. So I just take it and I throw it on the counter. And I'm like, has anyone ever told you look like Bruce Willis? He goes, actually, no. I'm like, if he had a butt baby, it'd be you. Instantly right back to asshole. I'm like, your total's 782. And he just, dude. I'm like, have a great day.
No, customers are fun.
Oh, yeah, really fun. There's a reason why you're bald and I'm getting there.
Genetics had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You people suck the life out of us.
Yeah, I just fucking hate people. But yet, I am great at customer service. I could be a fucking car salesman with how great I am.
But you see, here's the thing.
I don't lie when I sell my products.
Yes, but also, it's easier to be a car salesman. Because when people walk in, you know exactly what they want. They want a car.
Well, my brother-in-law, when he was a car salesman, he wouldn't just be like, you like this, baby, and hit it, and it falls apart. He would say, you know, what do you want?
Yeah.
And they would say, oh, we want this, 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 and this. And he goes, okay, I'll let you know what we get. Now, when I got my S10, that was a little different. Because it was like they were trying to, like, fucking get me because it was my first, like, actual vehicle. Now they hand me down like my Saturn, which I had to still pay for, but like my Chevy was my Chevy. Like I paid for it from out of me, obviously co-signer, but I was like, I need a vehicle. Like, what do you want? I'm like, I need a Chevy and a truck. They're like, okay, well we have this one, and this is our cheapest product. And my mom was like, you should go with that one. So I listened to my mom, first mistake, and the CD player worked for like a month, and then it stopped just working, period. That's why it was broken. Not because I hit it multiple times. Then it just started falling apart. Just completely just shit. And then I was like, I am not going to buy another vehicle unless I trust the person. And my brother-in-law was like, he knew I needed a new vehicle, and like he knew the type that I wanted, but he sent me a picture of the truck. He goes, I know it's not like a 4-door, but there's multiple seats, and it's a 4x4. I'm like, it's also a Ford. And he goes, are you wanting anything else? I'm like, right now it just needs to be a multiple seat and a 4x4. And he's like, okay. I'm like, send it to my mom and get her say, because she's more of that car kind of like knower dealer kind of person. And then he was like, you need to hurry up and get down here. I'm like, fuck it, fine. So we get down there, and he's like, let's go for a test drive. I'm like, fine. He's like, do you work today? I'm like, no. He goes, good, get in the truck. And my mom's like, wait for me. And so she jumps in. We're driving. I thought I was just going for a test drive. I honestly did. And then I started filling out paperwork. And halfway through, I'm like, I never did this before. And then he's like, hey, I'll be right back. And he walks away. I look at my mom. I'm like, did I just buy me a fucking truck? She goes, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? She goes, don't say anything yet. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I get back here to grab the money to go to the bank to, like, pay off, like, the actual start. And my dad's home, and he sees me coming with, like, the first key shit. And he goes, I'm like, yeah. I gotta grab my $1,000. I'll be right back. All of a sudden, I hit the side door. I'm like, fuck! And he comes back in. He goes, you better take care of that. I'm like, oh, I will. Which I still have. I mean, the center console broke on its own. It's a Ford. All I did was open it, and then the back broke. I mean, it still moves and all that, but it goes all the way back now.
Funny enough, my Fiesta works phenomenally still.
It's still gay.
I mean, I'm not arguing that point, but also, it's a damn good car. I've enjoyed it. I took care of it today. I cleaned it.
See, I need to get an oil change and a wash.
Go to Slick Willie's, at least for the oil change.
I'm gonna go to Finley. I got a little coupon thingamajig.
You got a little coupon?
Yeah, I got a little thing. If I get 5, I get 1 free. I'm just gonna finish that, get my free oil filter change, and then find some, or just do it myself because it's not that fucking hard. But I'm just fucking lazy.
I just don't have the tools to do it myself at this point in time. But
a jack stand and a screwdriver.
I don't have either of those right now.
Oh. I would say you could borrow my jacks, but well, they're a little busy at the moment for the past 3 months.
But yeah, I think it's about time.
That's a good note. We didn't say anything offensive on that one.
Bitch.
It's still not offensive. Retard. There we go. All right. So let's talk about something else for another 5 minutes.
No, I think it's a good time to end.
Yeah, I think this is going to be our longest podcast.
Hooray!
So this is probably going to be our last podcast with all the offensive shit. So if you're still here throughout all of this,
thank you for listening.
I'm sorry.
And that too.
Subscribe to the Goons podcast if you haven't heard of them. They're actually really good people. It's Soup, McNasty, Blarg, and the Do.
Oh, I love the Do. All right.
And they have a podcast. They just had Call Me Carson on there, which
okay.
I gotta watch. But their shit's good. Their shit's actually pretty funny. They don't really say that much offensive shit like we do, but...
And then there's the Misfits podcast.
I kind of dabble.
But anyway, thank you guys for listening. This is Troy.
This is Steven.
Have a good day.
Podcast.